3, 2, 1, and we're live.
Hello, everyone.
We're live. We're live.
Welcome to a very, very exciting session of LinkedIn Lives with me, Meena, and we have with us Luca Benini. And today we are particularly excited because we have a lot of new features. Actually, we've demoed them before, but we've released them to the public and we've received a lot of love for all of them. And we wanted to go over all the features that everybody loved, right, Luca?
Absolutely. I'm super excited. So what's on the agenda? Well, there's a new way of capturing conversations.
Yes.
A new channel, if you will, a new system, a new set of whole functionalities. I'm sure you're going to love it. We call that Scribe. Spoiler. And then we're going to look at very clever way of managing tasks and events. We've overhauled the whole thing, and we're super excited actually about the feedback we're receiving from our clients.
And we'll talk about why we like everything that we've built because we're obsessed with ourselves, and also the feedback that we've been getting. We're getting a lot of positive feedback, which we would obviously love to share with you guys. And we also have a very, very special guest coming to our LinkedIn Live.
Yes, actually,
super excited about that.
So let's backtrack a bit. So what are we doing here? Why do we do this?
Oh, so we're here because we wanted to have an informal conversation with everybody who is either using our product, Vinton, or wants to use it and let it add value to in their life with make sure their Salesforce data is complete. So it's just like an informal conversation where we go over the things that we build, the things that we want to build, and
we open up for comments.
Exactly.
We're on LinkedIn, which is the home of professional engagements. So let's keep this very, very easy going. One reason why we do it is also because we feel like we spend a lot of time talking about ourselves, and we're being kicked out of the room, which is fantastic. So I'll continue talking while we go back to our desks and we do the call from our desks, and you'll be able live on LinkedIn to see the whole office before our eyes. I'll continue presenting. So these are actually, you know what, there's a new room. We'll go into the new room. Sorry, guys, this is Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Thursday at the office. Oh my God, it's busy. Busy today. So if you had a glimpse.
Hope you enjoyed the little tour that we gave you guys. It's a lovely place.
It is a very, very lovely place. We couldn't book a room, so we went with nobody's going to book this.
Okay, so our special guest today.
Yes, actually, let's jump right in. So LinkedIn, it's with pleasure that we introduce a new solution that we call Scribe. And to do that, we've invited Catherine to join us because we need to be on a call. And Catherine will be sharing her screen, and she will be showing something special. So we're talking about conversations. We're talking about AI note taker for conversations. But today, we're showing it from a different angle that you've normally seen it, right?
Yes. So I think I'll join a call with Catherine, and then you guys can demo how it looks.
Perfect.
Maybe I'll go out of the room because then you wouldn't hear me.
No, you
Why
need
not?
to stay there.
Go and join the room. Go and join the meeting.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, Catherine. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi. I'm Catherine Nottage. I'm marketing manager at Vinton. So get involved in all sorts of demo things like this. And all the
and
videos,
not only that.
trailers and things. And yes, not only that. Lots of various marketing bits and pieces. Right. Now, Meena has joined a meeting with me. So I'm going to share my screen. The only drawback from this is you won't be able to hear what Meena is saying through StreamYard, but you will be able to see it in the transcript on screen.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll narrate what is happening. So Catherine and Meena are joining a call. And as the call starts, Catherine has installed Vinton Scribe on her desktop. It's our new desktop app. And it's actually showing on screen as she's joining the call. Vinton Scribe is detecting, hey, there's a call happening. do you want me to scribe it? So the idea here, we have a new note taker, a new type of note taker that doesn't need to join the call. So doesn't need to be visible and present in the call, which sometimes can be a bit awkward, but it can be just on the computer, in this case on Catherine's computer, and instead of recording, we'll actually transcribe the conversation and then use the transcript to automatically create notes in Salesforce.
Yeah. Okay. So Luca's just done a nice intro to Scribe, and as you can see, yes, I have it on the screen, and it has detected that Mina and I are in a Google Meet meeting. So Mina, are you happy for me to use an automatic note taker to take notes for this call? Okay, bear with me 1 second.
We've seen Mina agreeing, exactly. So the scribing can start and the automatic.
Hey, Mina. And thank you again for agreeing for me to use an automatic note taker to take notes for this conversation.
Yeah, you can see it's scribing in real time. So Mina is out there participating into a conversation, yeah. And Scribe is transcribing everything in real time.
It's going well. So let me explain what we're using. As you can't see that we have a note taker as part of the call because it hasn't joined as an attendee, but it's a botless note taker. So it's on my desk. It's a desktop app on my computer. It's running in the background. Everybody in the LinkedIn Live can see the transcript happening on the screen. So that's all good. Luca's doing a little bit of explaining on top. So it runs on Google Meet, as we can see here, but it also works with Zoom and Teams as well. And when we stop recording on Scribe, it will send the transcript. It doesn't record the audio, but it takes the transcript and processes it in Vinton on Salesforce, just like it normally would for a video call. And then we get to see all the notes and summary and minutes and all the good stuff that Vinton generates.
Well, let's actually take a look, right? Why don't we do that? Oh, Mina's still talking. Oh, she's enjoying the live transcript. Fantastic. Okay, well, that was a good example. As Mina comes back in, I am back. Mina's back, and we can share my screen. So we'll go and take a look at what it means to capture via Scribe a new conversation. So let me start with this. You're looking at my Vinton tab here.
You have quite a few scribes in your Vinton tab.
I have quite a few scribes because you added them for this demo. Thank you very much for doing that. Now, people watching this will likely be familiar with the Vinton tab, right?
Yes.
So let's explain behind the scenes what we've done. We've identified the people that were in the conversation that we were transcribing. You probably saw it happening in front of your eyes, right? So as Mina was speaking, Mina says this, and then Catherine was speaking, Catherine says this. Now that has been then brought into Salesforce, and the automatic mapping has happened, associating the contacts, the leads, and the users that are participant into the conversation.
Yeah. And as you can see, it's just the notes that you would have from the meeting. So we've just taken the transcript outside of the meeting. There's no video because we don't record that.
There's no audio.
There's no audio or video. So there's no recording of the meeting. It's just insights within your Salesforce, because the key thing is that you have all of your data in Salesforce, so you can have that information in CRM up to date, and then you have insights like follow-up email or summary that you can use.
And as a matter of fact, that is Vinton at work, right? So think about this, and you can see also among the different options, we've added Scribe right here, because normally you're used to a note taker joining your video calls. You're maybe using something to record your phone calls and then use that use Vinton to bridge those phone calls into your Salesforce. There are in-person meetings and voice notes that our clients love.
Yeah.
And now there's Scribe. And Scribe is exactly what we've done now.
Mhm.
The insights that are generated are the ones that you would expect, right? So there's a full summary of the conversation, some advanced insights in terms of, who's been speaking and who's been listening, key topics. What is missing from this page, if you're used to looking at Vinton, is the actual media file. So
Correct.
the audio or the video, as Mina was saying, that is not reported here. Then we produce a nice follow-up email. We extract next steps from action-oriented statements during the conversation. We'll come back to the next steps in a second. Then the transcript we already saw, highlights, kind of trying to get a feel, a pulse of the conversation based on positive and negative keywords used, and then coaching, how well or badly was the conversation managed, and if the right things according to the methodology have been asked, right?
Also, like going towards the admins, all of our native video admins, what they can control. So we had a user view, and now we can switch to the admin view, whereas we can.
Before we do that, which I love, I just wanted to show the share button. Now, you heard Catherine, for compliance and for courtesy, maybe at the beginning of the call, say, "Hey, Mina, do you mind if I use an automated note taker for our conversation?" And then that becomes mutually beneficial when Catherine then shares back the recording. So you can see here, I'm hovering over a little symbol that says share link, and if I use that and I go to a new tab, so this is what the sharing of a conversation that happens via the Vinton Scribe solution look like. There's no media, so there's no actual recording, but there is everything else. All the insights are generated, and everybody's kept, very honest to what they said they were going to do and what was agreed during the call. Now we can go behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Right?
So behind the scenes now, if we go to the admin panel, so this is all of my admin friends and my soon-to-be admin friends. So we can. First thing is the prompts. So as we know that we have customizable prompts for audio notes, voice calls, in-person phone calls, and now same for Scribe. So you might want the output for a Scribe note to be different than an in-person meeting or a video call. So we've made sure that you have that customization available. You can go to the summary. Obviously, right now you have a default one that's selected, but you have full sort of power over what you want to
full
have.
Exactly.
This works with just the default prompts. It works with prompt templates as well. So
these guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have a few. I've been playing around with my templates lately, so I have a few.
Yes.
But yes, I think we're giving full control, and some of our clients are actually mentioned that they would use likely Scribe in specific situations when they want to make sure that again there's no presence of a bot in a call. There's kind of less awkward moment. In that moment, they might actually then feel like those particular calls need to be need to be summarized in a specific way, or the follow-up email will need to reference specific elements of the conversation, just because it's a special conversation.
Correct.
Right.
So now if you go to the Scribe tab on the top.
Scribe.
Again, it's enabling, disabling for your org if you want to disable it. So that's pretty basic. But another customization that we give you is that once the notes are processed, do you want the transcript or do you not want the transcript? We have seen a lot of scenarios where a lot of our customers say, we just need the insights because they're valuable. Transcript is an information that's highly confidential and we don't want it. And then they can customize the prompts to generate the output that redacts all of the...
it's interesting. It's interesting how, and this is very informal, so you'll indulge me, LinkedIn people, but we in Europe, where we are, predominantly is the compliance element that is cited, and everything, the conversation needs to be kept as much as possible, needs to be kept as relevant and aligned with what the original conversation was. Now, across the pond in the US, it's a bit more of a litigious kind of dynamics. So they don't want to have the liability of actually keeping the actual conversation. And that's where some of our clients are actually asking, do I need to keep the recording? If it's for video calls, for instance, do I actually need also to keep the transcript, or can we just, focus on the notes that will have the core of the information that I want to capture without having the liability burden that comes with having the whole of the information if disclosure is needed, or a subpoena comes, I'll have less to worry about, basically.
So it's completely up to you whether or not we have enabled the transcripts. But if we disable it, then if you go back to the Vinton tab, you would see that you would have all of the tabs except for the transcript one. So you would not have word by word.
Oh, should I do it and then refresh?
We would have to have another call.
Okay, so from this point onwards. Oh, perfect. Perfect. So this will not be visible, basically, and we will have all the rest of the information.
In essence, what would happen is that after we process the call and send the insights back, we would delete the transcript. We don't keep the transcript in our system anyway, but the transcript would also be deleted from within Salesforce. So there will be no reference of transcript inside.
So just to give you a sense, Scribe is available in a kind of first iteration now. It's a desktop app, so you will be required to download and install on your desktop, log in with Salesforce credential, and then you're on. Contact us now, because we're working on the full deployment solution. So if you want to experiment with Scribe, whether you're an existing client or someone approaching Vinton for the first time, it's available to you. So get in touch and we'll make sure that you're all scribed up.
Yes.
Just a new thing. Okay. Now, second item on today, I want to go to a contact. So we also show the other side of Vinton, and we have this is bread and butter for and you've probably seen this before, but what we were saying earlier, right? Identifying people that are participating into a conversation, be that on Scribe, on video calls, and so forth, and mapping with existing records in Salesforce. Now, this particular example mapped a video call, but the reason why I'm here is because I want to show you how next steps, and this is a new thing, next steps can be turned into a task. You can see that the first one I already turned into a task, and you see that among the next steps that were captured during this conversation, there was a task for me to build a tailored demo for Vinton processes. Right now, I want to turn this into a task, so I will click on that little link. Interestingly, when it's down to building the perfect demo, I actually enlist the work of someone that can actually help. So I will assign this to Mina. So you can see that, in the same way that when you build a task, you can actually build a task for yourself or maybe assign it to someone else. This actually enables you from the next step that has been generated automatically to assign, in this case, the burden or the joy of creating.
I get an email after that.
A new demo. And then we can also relate it to a different, so let's do again, it could be an account or a case or a contact and so forth. Now, when I save this, nothing is happening in front of me. I'm still keeping, going through and churning, being very efficient with my next steps, the ones that I have to do and the one that I assign. But then if we go there, we will see that this has been created as a new task. Now, this is a very vanilla, kind of default standard task, but you can see that it's assigned to Mina, has a due date in the future, next week. So it's 1 week from today. It's related to what we related it to as well. And Mina, as she was mentioning, she's received an email saying, hey, you have a new task assigned to you.
So I have to build a tailored demo for Vinton processes by the 27th.
There we go. It's in her email. I can see
it's
it
in there, and I have to do it now.
There we go. Now, another thing that we have done with regards to, this is the other, sorry. Let me go back to, I have a few here. Another thing that we've done is we've enhanced the way in which Vinton is handling the creation of activities on the back of video call like this one, on the back of a scribe conversation,
Yes, correct.
all of those. So if we scroll all the way down to the activity, you can see here that there are multiple events that are being created here, and each event will correspond to either a new call that I've done or a new audio note that has been recorded associated with this particular contact in this case. And you can see, and then if we open that, let me open one that looks okay to share. Capture test, maybe not. Project proposal and budget update. There we go. So this is an audio note that has been created associated with this contact. And at the moment of creating this video note, a new event, a new activity is dropped, and it's already related to the rest of the triangulation in the CRM is happening, and there's a description, and the next steps as well.
Yes.
Right?
So the interesting thing about this is that we have designed it in such level of detail that if you edit the summary, the activity would get automatically updated. If you manually assign a call to a contact, it would get linked to a contact, and then you would have the activity underneath the contact. And the beauty of Salesforce is that the way they've designed activities, if you have it on a contact, it would automatically appear on the account. And then so it's a feature that's really we have put a lot of love into this. So you can see as you start using it, you would realize that we have covered all of the different scenarios that you can possibly think about.
And if we haven't,
let us know, and we will make sure.
That's why we have Mina.
That we. So for instance, if you've had a call with multiple contacts, for instance, you were in a call with me and both Catherine, and an activity, and you had a contact for both of us, then the activity would be created on both of those contacts. So we would have multiple contacts with the same activity without duplication of the activity.
Very important.
So
and the account as well.
Exactly. So
and if there's an opportunity.
Exactly. And then the important thing that we managed to do with creating this was making sure that there is no duplicate of an event, because a lot of users in Salesforce use events for reporting.
Yes.
And if you have duplicates, then the reporting can get messed up. So it's we had multiple iterations of it, and it's a labor of love, but it's also, I think, very well received by a lot of our customers. It can help you if you are looking to integrate with Agentforce or an external AI. If you're trying to bring it in your Salesforce, you have that core information about a call, that you had a call at a date.
Exactly. So it's further. I think it's furthering, if that's a word, the contextualization of the data coming back into Salesforce in a very standard way that it's kind of out of the box readable for any AI, including yours truly, Agentforce.
Yes.
Now, I have a trick, an elegant trick that comes from a client that I'm keen to show. But let's actually finish up. There were a couple of more things maybe with the release, right?
Yes.
So we adjusted a couple of notifications as well. We enhanced the templates and the creation of the templates for our AI, so it's fully customizable.
Maybe we could open the release notes here.
Let's open the release notes. I'll Google it. Vinton Release
Winter 26.
notes. Winter.
It's right there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have I visited it before? That's interesting.
It's good SEO.
So Scribe is the biggie.
We went over it in details.
Now, if you want to Google it right now, you feel free. And we can see Catherine, our Scribe call helper for the demo. The Ask Vinton file upload is an interesting thing. So have you guys seen this? Or maybe we showed it before.
Maybe we've
So let me take you there. This is all very informal and improvising. It actually also works with Scribe, right? So what is this? It's Ask Vinton. So if there's a conversation like this one, this is a discovery call. and I want to ask questions to Vinton, because the summary is okay, but did they mention something specifically, or can Vinton help me create an ROI document, for instance?
I think
based
you
on...
create that I've seen you create them quite a few times.
Yes, I'm a big fan. When it's, you know what, I'll send you an overview in a document of, how the business case can be built for this. Now you can actually ask it, and maybe you can also speak to it.
Yeah.
Hey, can you help me create an ROI document based on this conversation? Make it 150 words maximum and use bullet points, please. And this can be done. Now, what I wanted to show you, though, is not this very useful, but kind of relatively straightforward. And here it is, right? So this is based on the conversation, security, trial, and next step. Now, what I wanted to show you is I can actually use this template for the ROI, and then I can go into my my documents here and pull up from my my folder. I'm just, I don't actually have a document, so I don't want to.
That's okay. We can.
There's a lot of information there. But the idea is you can make a reference to a document or a series document, up to 5 documents, and ask Vinton to use and contextualize not only in the call, but also in the content of the documents. I'll give you another example for that. We have a client that has spreadsheets with product information, and they have a lot of products, a lot of SKUs. So what they do is, hey, Vinton, can you help me identify which products are relevant based on the conversation, right? And Vinton will match the conversation with the relevant product from and the characteristics that are associated with the product in the document. It's very similar, and just to bring it down to earth, to what you would do if you were to grab the full transcript, copy paste it into your GPT, upload a couple of documents, and say, use the documents, use the transcript, but give me something back.
But GPT stores your data. We don't.
Fair enough. That's a very good point. Don't do it on GPT because it's all confidential information. Your employer will not be happy. Whereas with Vinton, it's covered. There's 0 data retention and 0 training of the data. So that's Ask Vinton. So let's go back. I mean, we're running out of time already, and I wanted to tell you about this. Events creation, we talked about it. More phone call options. Oh, that's right. We have Zoom phone and dial pad that we added recently, adding to Five9 and Ring Central, which are kind of historically there. Tasks and next steps, we talked about that. Oh, and the live meeting controls.
We've gone over them in LinkedIn Live.
Yes. Vinton invited ad hoc, new LLM options. Yes, we can localize your LLM to your region. We can localize to your account if you want to. You can also choose Gemini if you prefer that. And the integration user has some important geeky relevance.
That's for security mainly, because we take security very seriously. And also, so integration users, now our system also lets you connect to our media backend using a Salesforce API integration user.
Yes.
But I think Luca has something that he was really excited about for all day. So we should.
Yes, why not? So
we should spend some time.
So here's the scenario. We have a lot of clients that use VoIP. So they use Five9 or Ring Central to make their phone calls, right? And they record some of those calls, but not all calls are recorded. We also have some clients, and those that are, the calls that are recorded can be, parsed through Vinton and appear mapped into your Salesforce, all fine. For all those calls that are not recorded using a VoIP phone, or for all those phone calls that just, for all those companies that don't have a VoIP phone connected to their Salesforce, a client came up with an interesting idea. So here's the scenario. They receive a call or they make a call. And as they're making the call, they go to the contact that they're calling. They're calling with their phone. I'm simulating if it's not clear, right? And what they do, you're looking at the screen, they click on Hey Vinton. This effectively launches our audio recording, and I'll give you a quick example. Oh, hello, Catherine. How are you? I was just following up on our conversation last week. Did you have time to review the document? Yes, the one that I sent over with the overview for the CFO and the project timeline. Yes. Okay. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, we can do. So you're saying, we should actually move it to December rather than actually waiting for January. That's perfectly fine. Yes, I can reshape the project plan and send it over so that we are all aligned on that. Yeah, okay. I'll make sure that I also include the incentive for 2025. So you will see a little discount and the CFO will be happy. Yes. Yeah, I'll send it over straight away this afternoon. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Now, obviously, I was simulating. But what is happening here is that we've created a new entry. We're perfectly compliant because we're not recording the other person. We've trained, so this is where it's interesting. So the customization that you can do with templates and with different ways in which you can instruct and create context and expect and create an expectation of context in your Vinton. So now Vinton,
I think we're a bit short on time, so why don't you show one that you already recorded?
So it's coming. I mean, 3, 2, 1. I trust Vinton to be super. There we go. So now we've entered a new note. We have the full transcript. So this is exactly what I said, and it's been summarized and it's interpreted as a call. So this was a call. It was, it's what we call a one-way call now. There's even a follow-up email being drafted for me. Dear Catherine, I wanted to follow up on our call. This is what we discussed. This is what we agreed. And I can then, even have next steps in the way that we saw earlier. I need to reshape the project plan, include 25 license, and send the updated project plan. Right. So I just wanted to show you this because I think it's a very clever way of using the technology that we have, being perfectly compliant, but at the same time, on the fly, create a very interesting new update and put it in the context of your CRM. And we're over time.
We didn't see if anyone had any questions.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know how this works, but
I don't know. Me either. Show question. No. Show comments.
Okay. No, we don't. No. So
okay. So we'll take it that we've answered all your questions. If you have more questions, maybe drop them in the comments in the LinkedIn Live comments in the recording, and we'll pick them up for sure. And thank you very much for watching once again.
Yes, and we'll see you again next month with some exciting new features that we're building. We're building a lot of things.
We're building a lot of things. This is accelerating. Definitely. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mina. You're great. Luca. Thank you, Catherine. If you're still watching and you're still on the call, scribing everything, thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. And end stream. Bye.